Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Kappa Season 4 Invitationals. We are here with our first playoff series of the entire tournament. It is, of course, HighGround versus Happy Feet in a best-of-3 series. Winner of this game will move on to the grand finals. Loser is done, and well, actually not done. They head down to the third-place match. But still, they would have to fight for third place and a little amount of money in comparison to that of first place. So we're here into the draft underway. Winner of this game also will face up against the winner of WG Unity or Execration. So just some stuff to keep in mind as we jump here into the draft. Of course, on moonducktv, my name is Mont. With me is Trent Pax. And Trent, this has been a pretty fantastic series. Very back and forth. And I'd say it's probably lived up to our expectations so far.
Yeah, and we'll get our Crystal Maiden once again. So, been very popular this series. Make her appearance in, I guess, all 3 games now.
Yep.
And this will be Felix once
again.
So, yeah, see if HighGround can give themselves a victory with it. But Legion Commander, she's back. Badass offlaner herself. The main lass. And with the Warlock, too. So, nice AoE combination. Great dual lane aggressively together if they want to do it that way, which they probably will, as Crystal Maiden tends to want to be on her own. Like she loves it if someone wants to abandon the lane, and she can just do a couple pulls for her carry and jungle a little bit on the side too. Get very rich and fat. Nice early Midas. Get good levels for the Arcane Aura to help someone in the mid lane, like perhaps Alina. So I would guess we're going to see Legion and Warlock coming up top, and the question is, how's HighGround want to try and prepare for that?
Yeah, that is the question. And it might be a lot like last game where the CM had to go, well, you probably don't go Crystal Nova level 1 for the CM this game, but that was the thing that Jesse Fash had to do, which kind of set him back, along with being killed like 5 or 6 times in the early game. I don't imagine that'll happen for Felix, but you're right. They have to figure out what they want to do in this top lane for HighGround. But there's other heroes that are available and ready. We'll probably see our mids later on in the draft, probably 4th or 5th pick. Other heroes that are available, Earth Spirit, very, very strong if HighGround want to go for that.
Magnus was first banned, I think, both first games?
Yes. Also, Monkey King, too, is ready. So there's a chance he gets banned out here, but they might just not want it.
Oh, no, he's at the top.
Oh, he is. I didn't see him. Oh, that was weird. How did I not know? I thought he was somebody else. So I was like, who is that?
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, sorry. You're right. There's no Monkey King available. Earth Spirit is, in fact, however, available. And guess what? As I had mentioned, HighGround will pick it up, which makes a whole lot of sense. It's just a very good hero overall. And when you have it available, you go for it.
The problem is, again, though, this just gives more strength to the Warlock Legion Commander, because now they're going to be going up top, and Earth Spirit, not very strong in those kind of scenarios. He's much better at like bullying mid lane and stuff, but he gives you a ton of team fight control throughout the rest of the game. He's not just an early game warrior. It's just they can't, I don't think, get away with a very weak carry this game. You wouldn't be able to pick up something like that Spectre and have a very good time.
So what are you thinking then? What would you give an example as a good carry in this
Jug
game?
Would be maybe a stronger hero, like an Ursa would have been very good. Potentially some sort of like a Timber Saw scenario if they want to try and dodge or something.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Yeah, try and feed the Legion a Timber or something, but
yeah, that is
they also don't have the best aggro lineup.
That is another hero they need to think about, not necessarily Timber being the offlaner, but just the offlaner in general for HighGround, who they want to pick. Axe has been banned by Happy Feet, which makes a whole lot of sense. First game, it was played by MTRX to great effect. Second game, it was played by Yaj to even better effect, or about the same effect. I don't want to say even better, but pretty damn well played. So now you're considering, okay, what do we have available for the offlane? Going through some of the offlane heroes, we already see Elsie picked up. Darkseer is available. Clockwork is another common one recently. Abaddon, again, we talked about it. And I don't think it's going to get picked. I guess they just don't really care for it. I'd be surprised if they do, because it was avoided completely last game.
I think unless they go for a Magnus on HighGround, then it'll probably be a Weaver in the safe lane. That would be my guess. Yeah, especially with them banning Jug. Because like Weaver can do pretty well against Legion Warlock. You would still be able to farm and get stuff done. It's probably one of the better options remaining for them. And then the only problem is then the Magnus doesn't offer any value for you. Unless your mid hero is really good with Empower. Weaver's pretty lackluster in comparison.
Yeah. But that does give them a wide assortment of options. However, Happy Feet also have a pick here. And I really do like the fact that HighGround ban out Jug. There's just no reason to give it away. They could do like a Magnus lineup if they get the Jug in the end. And it's just too dangerous. They will, however, pick the Tusk, which is very interesting.
Okay, good hero. You often see like these big like 2 or 3 man boulder kicks come out from Earth Spirit, just using the lineup and the close quarter fighting and stuff. So Tusk can often get in there and get a snowball going to pick everyone up and get them out of harm's way. He has 2 stuns to cancel out the CM ulti, which was a huge problem in game 1 when Felix had it. He was just dropping all these ults, and they did not have enough stuns to deal with it. And with a Warlock and a Legion Commander, they both only having the ultis, then I think it's very nice that they get a support that has 2 other ways to try and cancel that out this time, because they were getting owned by a freezing field.
Yeah, they really were. And make sure they at least have something to stop that, or at least more disables. Absolutely. High ground, 23 seconds left. I do like the Weaver left, still, though. Yeah, I mean, it's available.
They probably want to. Well,
all right, Magnus. Well, there it is. So again, Weaver not the best here with Magnus. They can pick up a mid hero, which would be better, but that's still only 1 hero with the Magnus combination. So,
I mean, you don't want to Slark. You could safe lane Void if you're down with that hero. That would actually be pretty sick. But
I'm making down with that hero.
Pretty big rarity.
Safe lane Void, mid Skywrath. That's the play, Trent. Or just
but you need a second. Lina. You need a mid PA, or well, actually, PA is pretty garbage with Void. But I'm just thinking about the Empower though.
I know. I mean, I agree with you. If you always feel like you need that second one, Happy Feet will pick up Slark, which is very interesting. So Dark Pact is going to be there. Some good ways to avoid some of these heroes with Dark Pact should be pretty good.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, me too. I'm a fan.
Yeah. I think they know there's probably not too much pressure coming down bottom as well, because Slark notoriously one of the weaker laners before level 6, but not really going to be an issue. So the mid hero, Lina's still in the pool for Happy Feet. That would probably be like the ideal hero to close this lineup out, I would guess. But they could also do TA, would be very strong, has extremely similar timing with Slark, and we often see that. Can help you get double vision going on between Slark denying out enemy wards and then you using the TA traps to keep track of Roche and everything else.
Oh, wow.
All right, they need a super heavy Empower hero for their carry, so definitely it's not going to be Weaver for high ground now.
That's so crazy. I do like Invoker a lot this game, though. I think it's very good given the heroes on Happy Feet. I think it's an excellent choice for them. They do have Frostbite. They do have Boulder Smash as well, so they have ways to set up for Sunstrike if that's what they're going for. 5 seconds I'm interested. I'm very interested to see what this last pick is going to be, though. So Happy Feet are going to ban a melee hero, almost certainly. A melee carry, in fact. You know, I wouldn't mind Wraith King.
Yeah.
I think for
Wraith King's not terrible. He helps survive through those big ultis like Chaotic Offering or even Duel and stuff like that. They will ban the Void. I think that was smart. I think that would have been actually sick with the Invoker.
Meanwhile, High Ground will have the first pick out of this. Happy Feet will go for their mid hero against the Invoker next.
Oh, man. Void was definitely the hero. Oh.
Yeah, with Invoker, with Sunstrike. They could have picked it there instead of picking the Invoker, and they would probably still get the Invoker at the end.
5 seconds remaining.
So I don't know. If that was really what they were going for, maybe not the best thing for them to pick the Invoker.
So I just sniped both hands, though, right? Touchdown, am I right?
Touchdown.
Void and Lina, I was bang on. Saying, no problem, guys.
Excellent
don't worry.
Hail Mary pass play.
Covered.
Yeah, really.
Send an email down to Valve. Just say, man, if only this guy was there to say these things on the pen.
All right,
now
dude.
we both begged for Val during the
All right, relax, man. We can't both do it, okay?
Listen, we're doing tax returns, okay? Come on, guys.
Yes. Valve, you know who your next big duo casters are? It's us. Bring us here.
Wowzers. Save this game. It's the PA.
It's the PA, yay.
The last one. The last Empower hero.
So pretty good pick. I mean, we considered Void. I said Wraith King. I was completely wrong, which not unusual that I'm wrong. So, sick stuff. Happy Feet have one more pick. It is their mid laner to be coming out, I would imagine. Unless we see some crazy shenanigans. But
hardcore right clicks could run into trouble like the TA with the PA. You have to obviously buy an MKB, and you really want to get your Blink and your Deso, so that'd be a ways away. But Refraction, there's only Earth Spirit to help deal with it. I could still see a TA if they really like the hero, which we know they do. They play it quite a bit.
What do you think about Ember? I'm just kind of throwing heroes out of the top.
Ember's still fine. Yeah, that's not bad. He would have a good game. He's a little bit... he syncs up decently with the Slark and the Legion Command in terms of timings. Building hitting would be a little bit weak for them.
True. Very true, yeah. That's a good point. So, yeah, I actually would prefer a building hitter here in some way, shape, or form. Which Lena would have been perfect for that, but she's been banned.
I guess they could.
Yeah, it is TA. Yeah. So you've already talked about some of the downsides for this hero, though, Trent.
Yeah, but the roast control again, we thought the other big benefit, right, was that whole idea of the double vision strat with Slark and TA. Like they're gonna have so much map control, and that does help a lot with Legion Commander for finding your duels.
And I think I think this is a very tough CM game because of those two heroes being picked up. Even the Tuscan Legion too. I feel like Felix needs to play a godlike CM game like in game number 1 in order to stay alive for a lot of these engagements or even just getting caught out. I'm not sure though. All right, Trent, we're looking at it right now. It is game 3. We're into the game in a moment. What draft do you favor currently? I mean, what are you looking at here?
I would favor Happy Feet's draft, but I definitely could see Magnus winning this game. If he plays exceptionally well with skewers and RPs, he's the guy who we got to look towards to make all the biggest plays, and then the follow-up coming through with Earth Spirit and CM, and then, you know, the late game clutches by Invoker. But overall, the Happy Feet one seems pretty well balanced. It seems like Slark isn't going to receive too much pressure in the safe lane. He should have a decent build-up in towards the Shadow Blade. Once that's online, he wants to get active. That'll be the same first item timing for Ben on the Templar Assassin, and they're just going to roam around and look for duels non-stop. So they could be in trouble here for HighGround if they aren't able to weather that storm.
Yeah, we'll wait and see how it pans out, but I am excited. Game 3, and again, the first playoff series for Kappa has delivered and pretty much more than delivered, so pretty fun stuff to watch. VODs will be up on YouTube almost immediately after the series is done. Of course, is the moonducktv YouTube. Just search moonducktv on YouTube, and you'll find our channel. You can find all of the previous Kappa games as well. Again, one more time, though, I'd like to say, of course, for all of you watching on Facebook, from Dota TV, from Master Ramen, a big shout-out to you guys for supporting our tournament. I know SCA Dota's got a lot of lovers out there, and I'm glad you guys can join us. And to everybody that has purchased a ticket, thanks to you as well. And, of course, all you viewers on Twitch watching, much love, much happiness, and thank you for joining us. So Game 3 now underway. HighGround and Happy Feet going toe-to-toe. The two H teams competing in a pretty well-fought series so far. And already, look at it, Happy Feet.
Oh, DDZ, he tried to scout out with Sunstrikes up here to see if anyone was here.
He's mega dead. Pounces up. They will find him, DDZ. That is going to be your first blood, assuredly. Shadowward comes out. They will give it to Ben as well. So one more time, Happy Feet get involved early and find a first pickoff. And they will get this rune as well. Pretty disastrous stuff. They've smoked it for HighGround. They're looking for a pickoff on the back end. AU getting, of course, Phantom stifling daggered, and, well, I think he's dead. Sunstrike comes out, misses. Still one more auto attack. It's actually Lance that gets the kill. So they will lose first blood to Happy Feet, but they at least get a return kill. Ben just walks right by Lance. They can't really kill him, though.
Yeah, AU basically had to die there because of the TA taking the rune. I'm guaranteed that's why he stayed and tried to just tank them this way, because he didn't want them going up towards Ben at the rune spot.
Uh-oh, Felix, not a good place to be. Ice Shards coming out, great TP. Felix will almost certainly fall, cannot get the courier. Ben gets another kill. So even though he's not there at the wave getting CS for a moment or two, he has 2 kills to his name. He has boots, and he's doing pretty well.
HighGround, they're trying to come down bottom now. So they're trying to send this PA into an aggressive stance. Again, we talked about the weakness of Slark, but Warlock is so strong.
Shadow Word coming out. Yeah, that's exactly what you were talking about. Another Stifling Dagger. They just don't have the damage yet. Shadow Word is so good. Makes you so tanky and tough to deal with, and it's still ticking away and healing him back up. This believe is solo matchup between MTRX and Yaj, and MTRX is already getting chased down, as you can see, so. All right.
That's a good use of the first roll by the Earth Spirit in terms of like that lane, though. Did almost get the kill there onto Jesse Vash, so he has basically 2 more heals with the passive regen of his mana, and then he'll just have to pop his clarity, so still quite a bit of HP to be dished out here to his allies.
Man, Moses needs mana to go for another Frostbite, so they can't set anything up yet. And this bottom lane is going to be very interesting. PA only has 2 last hits right now to the Slark's 5. We'll see how things progress. I'm excited to see this lane. Frostbite to come out. Jules, well, that's fine. Snowball will come through, hitting onto 2. Pounces up from there as well. Moses still in trouble. And they've dropped the Shadow Word onto Jules to heal him back up. They're looking for AU instead, but they won't find it. Lance getting turned on.
Oh, 7 stacks.
Yeah, he has a lot of agility being stolen right now with the Cessna Shift. Ice Shards blocking perfectly. Good Phantom Strike. Is it enough? Jules is diving. Perhaps too deep. Rolling Boulder up as well. Pounces up for himself. He'll turn right back onto Felix. They did get the kill on the PA because they had the Fatal Bonds up. Jules will get healed back. And this is a disastrous start for HighGround down bottom. Man, Warlock Stone Age. Warlock is so ownage.
Warlock's a pretty good hero.
God. Meanwhile, mid lane TA doing pretty well against
TDC. How do we even have the
TDC.
mana for that?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm missing, like...
Did he have stick charges?
That's crazy.
Did he buy the stick recently or what?
It was just his clarities, I guess.
It was 2 pounces if he had full
Oh,
mana.
no, I meant for the Warlock. To have, like, so many heals in the Fatal Ball.
Yeah, he definitely had clarities. He must have had clarities. Look at this shrine.
Mana so perfectly.
The efficient shrine from Happy Feet. I don't know. After the last game, after the end of the last game, Happy Feet have turned it on. And again, in this bottom lane, it seems exactly like that. Meanwhile, top lane, Legion. I mean, they're essentially winning every lane here, Trent. Let's be honest. They're essentially winning every lane. Maybe even mid lane, but...
Someone just posted the Canada Cup copy paste.
Oh, yeah? The high ground one? Why did you start... well,
that's old school. That's an old meme.
I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot. People love that copy pasta. Let me tell you, the other day when we were doing Betway, the copy pasta was getting ridiculous.
It was.
Sin came in.
A fiend, dude.
He really is. He's one of the biggest fiends I've ever seen.
Yeah, the boring lane up top, though. Not getting a lot of action here. The last hit's going to the Legion. I don't think too shocking, really. Just abusing the Magnus. And now AU up here as well. Oh.
It's the skewer out. The ice shard's almost there. He is diving over rolling odds. Yash needs to be careful. Stifling dagger. Uh-oh. And powers up. Do they have shockwave? They do. It misses. Rolling boulder. They missed that too. Can they get a bonus match? He's on level 1. Oh, man. AU still getting chased down, though. Overwhelming odds. Good snowball away. Can they find either of these heroes? They jump in. Phantom Strike. Sunstrike not needed. Lance gets the kill with Stifling. Okay, well, at least they got that. But they rotate so much. They commit so much just to find that kill, which is on a support instead of killing Yaj, which is the core Legion commander.
Yeah, but this does mean, like, they did their little bit of pressure down bottom on the Slark. This is pretty standard stuff, right? They got some really easy levels on their Magnus by putting him in a 1v1. Yes, his last hits were pretty bad, but he has a point in Empower. He's got some Shockwave, so he can jungle up very quickly now. However, he is under vision here, but they will see him Shrine. Okay, so they're not going to probably try any aggressive maneuver. Instead, it's
DDZ getting caught. Shadow Word is up, and they have the Fatal Bonds. He's going to go for the Cold Snap. He's trying to regen him with the Quas. Is it enough damage? Will he tick down to this? He's so low. Ooh. Oh my god, he lived with 20 HP.
Oh, there was no other bonds left.
No.
No one else was chained up.
They were not. Very close to getting that kill. And you need him to live because this early game is rough. Top lane, Lance getting hit by Yaj with the overwhelming odds. Lance trying to find some farm now. And again, they just got to get a lot more out of some of these heroes. Jules having a pretty good start bottom because of those kills. Jesus. I don't know, man. I just don't know.
So far, it's relatively, I don't know, 2K's, you know, it's a decent lead, for sure. It's not, but it's not...
not insurmountable.
Brutal. Yeah, well, we'll be okay. The rotations from AU have really been on point, honestly.
Yeah, he looks really good this game. You know,
5 out of 5 kills.
I lamented his Nyx Assassin for the beginning of the last game, which wasn't fair, and now he's playing an exceptional Tusk right now. And really all of his team is doing well. Finding some good pickoffs. Lance is just, they are scared of anybody up here, and I feel them. You know, it's a dangerous position to be in. There is, again, the chance for comeback. You have a PA who could do a lot of damage, as we saw yesterday in the late game. You have an Invoker who will inevitably get Midas. Indeed, as he can really start doing some work. We know what he can do on the Invoker. And the Magnus, too, with the Empower will help things out. He's just level 6 now, too, so he should have RP if he wants to skill it up. He's holding the point right now. We'll see if they make a go on somebody. And they need to find something, potentially. I don't know if they could just farm. DDZ side trapped up, but Ben not going to go after him. I think he's just kind of harassing him, saying, listen, if you walk up, you're going to die. All right. Where will Magnus go? 3, 4, 5. He still is holding that point.
Oh, this is really nice for Ben. He's actually going to start working away on this. Not going to wait for the third stack. Going to opt into it right now. He's doing very well. He's got 4 points of refraction, so he's got all the bonus damage going for him. And he says, you know what, it's time. I'm just going to take this on down.
He had an arcane ring, too.
Get the stack. No.
No, I don't think so.
Going to wander back in, so.
Very
okay
close.
That,
very close.
There
is also a ward there, so it wouldn't matter.
Oh, that's true. that might be why he's doing it, actually.
Yeah.
They might have already tried to get a or might have known it was here or something like that. But either way, treads are done. They don't have a stack on the other ancients, sadly, so a little bit slow. But yeah, I guess as expected, right? You're on Radiant side for one thing is TA, so this is fantastic. You have the neutral camps to work with much closer than when you're on Dire. You're against an Invoker with no help really coming in from the Earth Spirit, so your life's easy. Top lane on Diage. They have plenty of control left. He should be dead here.
Yeah, he is so fast,
he has
though.
to press the attack, too.
Yeah, they're going to Rolling Boulder in, and Frostbite is ready for most, and he's holding it.
It to come out.
He's really holding it right now. Yeah. Good snowball save. Isn't going to be enough. Lance is getting turned on. Yaj is still so fast with the roaming odds. Yeah, Mosin did not know that there was no press the attack, and it somehow works out for the Legion.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's actually what saved him, because he was just waiting the whole time in that tree line, just like, all right, where is it? Where's the press the attack? Then I'm going to use my root. It's going to be sick. But the mind game. I guess he could have highlighted over him and checked that he didn't have it, though, to be fair. So maybe he knew, and he was just trying to wait till the last moment, but did not work out with another excellent rotation from AU to save the kill.
Yeah. His snowball saves have been there. He gets a stifling dagger, which, you know, I don't know, cuts his jugular or something for good measure, but blood everywhere. But he is level 4, trying to get to level 6. Experience-wise, the lowest, of course, is going to be that Earth Spirit, which makes some sense. MTR will avoid the pounce. In fact, throws out a level 4 Shockwave, does a lot of damage to Jules. He does have his RP. If they get somebody over here, maybe they can get a kill. Although Dark-backed, it can be very dangerous. You know, it's pretty easy to press your Q button when the RP animation is coming out. So,
yeah, this is not really that fun for Jules, though. Like the non-stop harass that will be coming out with the Arcane Aura. It's just not a good time. Level 4 Shockwave.
All right, man. It is a 3,000 net worth lead. Again, it's not insurmountable. DDC will get Midas soon. PA will have, again, I talked about this in like 2 minutes ago, but it's something to keep in mind. Also, there's going to be a Vlad set for the PA, but no phase yet, so kind of lacking on that damage for the PA right now. But with Vlad,
it was really crazy to see, speaking of PA, just like last night in Betway when they picked this PA for Empire, right? Yeah. And had this very bad start.
Yep.
Very hard game. They gave her a shit lane intentionally. She was up against what I believe was a Legion Warlock, I think.
Sounds right.
And they just used this troll, though, to empower her, like, using, like, a different kind of empower. I guess not the literal one that we have this time. But she started out so poorly, but they would just ult every time, and she was diving in when she had 6, and she started getting kills and kills and snowballing up into her Deso and her extra items up to that. And currently about to have a Vlad's, but now we need to do the exact same thing here with the actual empower from our Magnus. And his Blink Dagger, though, going to be a necessity, I would say, because she's going to have a hard time locking down these heroes. Absolutely.
RP is going to be crucial. Skewers will be crucial. But you are right, though. That Empower will come out and will help her so much. Level 3 Empower is ready, but the Magnus is bottom, getting his own farm, which makes sense. They've kind of just given Lance this lane. He doesn't have phase, so you can see last hitting right now is very difficult for him, missing some of the last hits. He's doing really well regardless, even with like only poor man's shield and almost Vlad's, but it's not the easiest time to last hit as Yaj continues to stay top. But elsewhere, a lot of heroes farming. MTRX might get caught. Pounce, no, it's the snowball first. They've got the Pounce ready. He's going to skewer.
Oh,
nicely done.
Sick.
Now he's going to go for the TP now, too. No, we're always punch, and see you later.
Sick. Man, AU has just been... I'm surprised. He's been leeching everywhere. That I would have thought he might have actually been 6 by now.
He's close.
Maybe the tome hasn't come out or something. But...
Yeah, I don't think so. Is there a tome
Unless
for them?
maybe Warlock used it because he's 6.5.
No, they have the tome. I think it's Stash. And I actually don't know if it works where you can see them in shop like
no,
you can.
You can't see anymore.
No, that's dumb. I think that's a little silly.
Bad
All right.
life.
Ben has his Blink and is already working well on his way to his Desolator. We haven't really talked about Ben too much, but this is what happens when you're a Radiant TA. You have the stacks to work with, as he did previously. There is going to be some rotations. No smoke available. No Blink either for the Mag. Smoke comes out, I believe, for the Radiant team. And, well, AU's going to see Mosin. There's going to be the Frostbite, but guess what? Snowball comes in. Skewer, can he RP only onto AU? The Sunstrike is there. Should still get this kill and will. Meanwhile, they'll trade Mosin away. MTRX trying to get out. Skewer's already been used. Stifling Dagger. Here comes the rest of the crew, including Ben. We'll see how far they chase. They TP in another hero, and I believe it is DDZ. Stifling Dagger comes out. There's the silence to come through, but they really need to break this refraction before they could do anything. And, in fact, they'll just back away. They lose the Tier 1 tower. RP, not the best usage of it, but a kill is a kill, I suppose, at the end of the day.
Yeah, and Ben's just bullying them out of their own jungle, too, right now. He's so strong with his Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Very difficult to do anything with.
It's going to be a while before they can deal with him.
Like, you see PA and you're this TA, like, or like you think about how the heroes match up and stuff, you can see how it'd be a problem. But it almost reminds me of like the idea of Earthshaker being a counter to Meepo in some ways, where like you get this dunk and this blink dagger and shit. But PA takes a long time to come online, and there is a golem up top that does not
good
connect.
skewer, very good skewer. It was very close. Freezing field, a kill on Yaj would be huge. The upheaval is up. The rolling boulder is there. That shadow we're doing work, but Lance comes in and finds an auto attack, and now TPing out was going to be that Warlock himself. So a very big kill for Lance, and it might not seem like a lot, but it could very well be the beginning of a snowball trend.
Yeah, but just to finish out there, I guess like this idea of just the TA like needing the MKB and everything like that. I mean, it is true she needs to kill PA, but this doesn't really transfer to the rest of the team. So you can easily just take over this entire game right now. And when the Shadow Blade, it's on its way for Jules. This is the strongest that Happy Feet will be in the entire game in terms of like over their opponent. They are just disgusting right now. I mean, you have a Midas point booster Invoker. That is your that is the highest net worth hero on the enemy team. So you just want to take over the entire map, game, and Roche in the next 5 minutes.
And we'll see if that's going to be the case. What other items were coming out along with those items is going to be HighGround's Magnus Blink Dagger. So
huge, needs it.
He really does, and that might be, you know, it comes down to who really finds the initiation. You know, Mosin dies, who cares? He will die. But that's not the biggest kill, but now they know that there is a Shadow Blade up. Now they know that it is going to be tough to deal with some of these heroes. So when Mosin's back up, I imagine they have a smoke on the Earth Spirit.
Dude, this Desto's like done right now.
Oh, he's so scary. He's going to have it here as soon as this Ancient Stack is down.
And then he's going to have Aegis, and Magnus needs to play out of his mind.
He really does. This is not an easy game for MTRX, but he did very well in Game 1 in the Axe. And he's so close to this Blink Dagger too. He is so close. LT ward, yes, there it is. And MTRX says, thank you very much for that ward. I will buy my Blink now, and I'll fly it out momentarily. But guess what? Most is going to get caught again. Jules says, listen, you can't go alone. I'm just going to kill you if that's the case. Drop a sentry down too. They can't really be over there. So again, Mosin dying one time, not a big deal. Mosin dying twice in a row, kind of problematic. We'll see what happens. But we're still even for the most part. I mean, it is like 6,000 net worth of damage, so not quite even, but they need to fight.
This is it.
They need to fight desperately. Smoke will come out.
Blink. They did Sunstrike the Roche pit, and it's only TA, so it's like kind of slow, but it's gonna be close.
Press the attack. They need to get in there. They need to get in there. They need to get in there. They need to get in there, and it's gonna be too late. They don't make the play. The dust will come out. They need to leave now, and because that, I feel like that Aegis is pretty devastating for HighGround. They were very close to just going into the Roche pit, and they just don't pull the trigger.
Oh, and now you just you can't even RP this Aegis. There's it's not even gonna do anything.
Yeah, it's mega devastating. They're gonna take this tier 2 pretty much for free. Rough stuff for HighGround there. They just needed that blink a half second earlier. They drop the sentry. They'll see Jules. He knows that there's a sentry there, and he's like, well, I am probably...
He might do a blink skewer play here. I think he's thinking about it. Now
Dark Pact is gone.
Too.
Do it, do it, do it. RP comes out, uses well the freezing field. Sunstrike, they get the kill. Dominating spree taken by DDZ. Ben does bring down one. Meanwhile, he gets caught. The crit comes out. The golem is there. They're underneath the tier 3 tower. You might need to back up if you're Ben here. With no Aegis, Stifling Dagger goes. We'll see if they chase. Very big kill. Yes, they lose Mosin again. Meanwhile, split pushing top is DDZ. Ags is so close to completion. That actually might have saved them a fair bit of trouble here, Trent.
That's crazy. That they just lost like 3 minutes of map control by just giving away that Roche.
You mean the Aegis, or?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, by giving away the Aegis like that, just like losing it right away. Clark just a little too aggressive, a little bit too bold. That Dark Pact was so cocky.
It was. You gotta know. You gotta think that Blink Dagger's up. Like, I don't know, man. That's all right. I mean, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably what it was too. Well, even that, I don't know. It was pretty cocky, but yeah, he's now looking towards the Midas late game, of course.
Can you imagine going back, like, and watching that, like, thinking about this game and like you dying there just loses you the game or something like that? I don't think that's gonna be the case, but like, if this game does end up going HighGround's way, you're gonna look back at that play and be like, hmm.
Oh no, definitely. Like that Aegis should have taken at least one more tier 2.
Yeah. They're still really farmed again. Desolator for the TA of the Echo Saber, not picked up for the Slark. You need to leave, Felix, really badly. Damn.
Definitely should not let go of the fact that this is still a steady 500 lead. So
silence, but it gets dark pacted. Blink RP not ready for another 20 seconds. A bit sketchy. They will deward at least, so both wards dewarded over towards the secret shop. And remember, I mean, everybody remembers, or everybody knows how strong an Invoker with Aghanim Scepter can be, especially when he gets levels. So, smoke will come out. Lance will not be involved in it.
Oh, it's quite the scan, though.
RP. Yeah, that is a huge scan. And the smoke will not break from Happy Feet. They're going to wrap all the way around. This is dangerous. Very dangerous, really, for both teams. MTRX, AU's going to scout him out. Snowball coming through. Good blink away. They need to leave now. All clumped up, as you can see. Blinking, great silence coming in. AU in trouble. RP going to come out as well. The Meatball Deafening Blast combination. They will bring both of them down. Jules will fall as well. What a fight for HighGround. I cannot believe it. DDZ coming in with that great RP. Oh, beautiful stuff from HighGround. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, my God. That was disgusting.
That's a game-winning fight if I've ever seen one.
It really was. Like, the snowball starts, a very quick blink, because the snowball was coming off the high ground. Like, they had the reaction time from the Magnus. That wasn't that simple, you know?
Yeah, not easy.
To get out of there in time. And
not easy.
It was a little bit of a panic one, because he kind of dragged the snowball over, like, right past his ally, so it was a little bit scary, but he skewers right back in, gets the RP into the full combination, 2,641 damage from the Invoker, but, I mean, you got 1,200 from your Crystal Maiden, you got 14 from your PA, and you got 1,000 from your Magnus, so very even spread coming out there, and just... In fact, Crystal Maiden's the one who gets all the money. She gets 1,100 gold from that fight.
Buy that Midas, Mosin.
Hell yeah.
You know what time it is. The net worth graph, look how much this dips, man. My God. That's nuts. All that lead from Happy Feet, and you just go back to that one death by the Slark.
Dude, that Dark Pact.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that Dark Pact, I think, for a long time, Trent.
Risky business.
Indeed. Starring Tom Cruise. All right. Jules going to walk potentially into an Observer Ward. No sentry there. Felix. Can you imagine if they got a jam at some point? Oh, God, DDZ, you do not want to be here, my friend. I don't know if he can kill him, actually. Jules. Dark Pact is up. DDZ might be able to go for a TP. He actually uses his Ghost Walk. No, that was Tornado instead, but he does have Ghost Walk ready. Jules still getting chased down, but they won't go too far. He uses his Shadow Blade. And, do you think a gem will be a purchase here for Felix, or maybe a Midas, or what are they picking up here?
I really like the Midas, honestly. I think your Magnus has one. Your CM's, well, not going to buy one. She's actually going to get, oh, she just spent so much money on support stuff.
She just bought like a ton of wards and everything.
They're probably just going to go straight blink on Felix then.
Yeah, that's a good chance. I mean, but is the gem? Oh, he went Ghost Scepter. Yeah, wow.
That's smart.
Yeah,
that's
very good this
smart.
game.
Legion, Slark, TA, that is definitely the
How much magical damage do they even have? Not much. Dark Pact, that's about it.
Yeah, it's pretty strong when you're like this strength hero support too, so you're relatively tanky.
That's a pretty huge item, this game. Okay, Manta Style for Lance. Tell me about this, Trent, for the PA.
What do we have this game? Nothing super necessary for it, right? I'm not crazy.
I don't think so.
You can get rid of the minus armor perhaps from the meld, like you can purge that off, but
yeah,
it's not wild. I don't know. It's a little unusual. It's kind of cool if, like, they blink in or whatever from a Legion or something, but it's just good stats. It's one of those defensive items.
Oh, that Sunstrike. Oh, the Deafening Blast. Oh, DDZ. Oh, you're godlike. Oh, my God, what a play. What a play that was, DDZ. Oh, my God. Maybe I'm overhyping it, but that was pretty insane.
Well, he is out. He bails. He's like, yeah, I can't stop this.
I think he's perfectly happy with that, though. Even if they lose the Tier 2 tower, who cares, honestly? That was such a sick play, it doesn't even matter. I don't even care.
Man, they're scanning tops. They're not sure what's going on. But they are, in fact, all bottom. They'll all show now. But they know Magnus is nearby as well.
I
feel like I must be missing something with this Manta, but I'm not really seeing it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just wants it, but... Now that I look back on that play, it probably wasn't as godlike as I had made it out to be.
Hey, whoa. Don't you doubt.
All right, let me draw where the Sunstrike was. He moved into here after he meatballed him, and the Shadow Dance came out, and he knew he was going to be here, so he uses the Sunstrike, and then he's standing here and throws out the Deafening Blast, which barely just clips him here. All right, so I don't know. I thought that was a really cool play.
I like it.
Yeah.
Midas now done for a Magnus.
Yeah, this game has... I don't want to say it's turned on its head because its net worth graph is actually still kind of in favor of Happy Feet somehow. I think a lot of it is the TA. Has picked up a Hurricane Bike too. My voice is starting to go, my friend. But, all right. Uh-oh. Lance is in trouble. And with a Blade Melt too, if he got a crit or two. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder why he didn't like buy a Lincoln Sphere or something. I don't know. That's like such a more common item this choice, or in this kind of a game as a PA. I mean, if you're not going to go BKB or something, or if you're not going to go the Deso, the Manta is such a weird in-between item. But it is that. It is an in-between item. So he was feeling like he needed a little bit of damage. He needed a little bit of, you know, some move speed to help him out, maybe trying to avoid these duels and stuff. And just, it's neat.
Neat indeed.
Not going to save you there.
Well, yeah.
I think though, Lincolns will be sick if someone can afford one. Probably going to be Invoker's next item, I would guess, for DDZ.
Yeah, I would imagine. He has his Blink now. He's his bots. He's got all of his, you know, crucial items picked up. A good Sentry, by the way. Love this Sentry and Observer Ward. So if Jules comes in, they're just like, well, all right, whatever. But instead, they are heading back towards this Tier 3. If they get a pick here, this could easily just end the game. HighGround have to be very careful with positioning. They want to keep this wave push out, but again, if they die here, it is a problem, especially Lance. Side Trap will come out. They need to back. I don't think they can fight this. Luckily, they actually will have Happy Feet do them the luxury of backing away. Not really want to try to fight there.
Yeah, that should open up towards the Roche Pit as well. Start looking
And
there.
very close, like 30 seconds for Roche to respawn. So there's that.
And neither team really having fantastic vision. I mean, this one's pretty good from the Radiant side, so they're in the best spot overall around Roche. Daytime now approaching, and still very dark over here for the Dire. They have no idea what's happening.
They caught him. Skewer back, Sunstrike as well. Freezing Field. See you later, Jules.
Nice.
Nicely done. He says, I don't care about your Shadow Dance. I'm going to RP you anyway. Roche, by the way, is about to respawn, which might be perfect timing for HighGround. Top lane is going to push it.
A team with so much damage that can go through the Shadow Dance like that. But they have just tons. They have it in spades, man. Everything the Magnus has. Everything the CM has, really. I mean, except for Frostbite, but Ulti and the Crystal Nova, Invoker, Earth Spirit. They really, like, it's not very much safety when he goes Shadow Dancing.
Yeah, that's true. Nice TP. AU will get out with the Blink Dagger. Roche not going to be taken by the Dire team. I thought HighGround would move into that direction, but they had to deal with top first, which is frustrating for them. And I imagine Roche is going to be cleaned up by Happy Feet. They'll do it very quickly if they hadn't hit that pit. But all right, I think Lance is trying to build into his next item, which is a Basher. Okay, that's one way to keep to get survivable. Get a Abyssal later.
Yep, I like that.
Ooh, Bloodthorn this early for Ben. Wow, I like it a lot.
And that all comes back to the idea of the Empower too, right? And that's where you start to see these different builds, like with the Manta and stuff. It's like, oh, I'm getting damage from my Magnus, so I can be a little bit more like lenient with my standard stuff. I don't have to go the Deso. I don't have to get the straightaway Basher and whatnot. This Manta just being there instead. So,
I mean, he's still like he does a lot of damage. He's not quite there yet, though. Even with Empower, I think. I will say the Slark is, I don't want to say a non-factor, but he certainly is slowing down. This TA is going to have to become a monster, and guess what she is when in terms of her items, especially if she gets this Bloodthorn. So I don't want to say this game is completely on Ben, but I feel like a lot of it is. Oh, that's a huge DD rune. Okay. All right, well. AU down bottom, potentially going to get jumped on by DDZ. I think he's just trying to clear the creep wave, actually, and then just leave. And I don't know if you mentioned this, but he is, in fact, going Lincolns.
Oh, good. No, I hadn't noticed, actually. Good, good, good. Definitely the item. I don't think there's any question about that. It's helpful for not even just the duel either. I mean, it's pretty good up against Slark, or the Tusk, rather. Just like the Walrus Punch can be very annoying. Trying to TP out, just one more stun you can avoid, plus the slow that comes out after it. It's 40% at all levels, too. It's a big slow.
Yeah, it's nifty. Basher and Lincoln's picked up, so other items are now on the way and done. Happy Feet that still have a 5,000 net worth advantage. Not as big as it was, you know, at 10 minutes into the game. You know, when it's still that early and there's not much gold in the game, but now there's a lot more gold between both the teams. Not to say it's not a big advantage. It is still sizable for Happy Feet.
Yeah. All about that Aegis for now, though. So
absolutely
just have to play cautiously. Whenever they see TA, like when she approaches on this wave down here, they might like immediately run top or something. Try and find someone.
Surprised they didn't smoke.
And
for
here
this.
comes Slark. Oh, they just put a sentry ward down, and he just popped PA smoke while they pass by.
Yeah, he's mid. He pounces away. I think he knows something's up.
He knows they just smoked.
Yeah, TP home. Yeah, she got out too. Man, I thought they would have smoked way further back. They came here and then smoked. I thought they would have smoked maybe here or something. So that was a little weird, but it's all right. No big deal.
Yeah, DZ will just show up on him. He's like, yeah, this is over. I gotta push out this wave. And maybe they can hope they can bait someone, but unlikely to happen. Magnus looking towards a Yule Scepter. Kind of a cool item. Just dealing with duel, dealing with TA. Helping yourself not get comboed up. Not
the most common thing in the world, but you're right, though. It is kind of has, like, gives you a bit of a brief respite in that fight when TA and Slark just both want to go ham on you. There it is, man. There it is.
This is the bold build. I mean, we got
no, not the Hex.
Aegis, I'm sure he
not the Hex for Ben.
No, this is not the Mushi build.
All right. They're going to push into the Tier 2 tower. Aegis reclaimed in 2 minutes, so as long as ooh, MTR, you're crazy, man. All right.
We have a blink duel, so DZ needs to be really careful. It's good thing they don't have a ward there, but there's a trap
DDZ.
back there. I think they know he's there.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Yaj looking for that duel. He does have Lincoln's. Gets out instantly. Lincoln Sphere breaks. See you later.
What popped it?
I don't know. It wasn't duel. Maybe Shadowword? Is he even there?
I actually have no idea. Nothing. I couldn't see anything.
Shadowword? It might have been Shadowword. It wasn't. Now it's on a cooldown. That's really weird. Maybe the Bloodthorn from the TA?
It was probably the Bloodthorn or something. I didn't check her items.
Or Hurricane Pike.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. But couldn't quite get it in time. Nice reaction from DDZ. Just once you hear that, you're like, nope, see ya. And likewise again.
They just have to outlast this Aegis, and it's down in a minute, so... Yeah, 1 minute exactly, I believe, is how long they have left. They got to be careful. I don't know if they actually can push HighGround with this Aegis. I think it's too late now. Well, all right, Trent.
Yep. Now it's time to swap that Aegis out for a BKB, I'm sure, for Ben.
He's got some good money, too, so he'll get... Ben is having a heck of a game. I mean, this is a great game for him, but the question is, can he do it all alone? Is he really alone is another question to ask. Oh, Tornado, EMP. Aegis is going to go soon. Good blink away. Refraction was up, so... Yeah, Refraction Lamau.
Oh, she's going to be 25 soon.
Yeah, I just checked.
So good.
I just checked that. I knew you were checking the exact same thing.
Oh, God, those are annoying.
I believe, I think I told you this before, but in pub games, that talent has the highest win rate. Once, like, out of all talents, yeah, it's the highest win rate. At least it was like a month ago. I'm not sure if it still is. DDZ. Oh, this is so dangerous.
Ooh, they know it popped.
Yeah.
He's pinging that shit.
They really want to go on Ben. He's walking across. I'm surprised they're not further forward. Maybe they think there's everybody here for Happy Feet. I don't know if that's the case. Drops the sentry down. They will not go in and look for Ben here. I thought they were going to go for it.
So far gone at this point, though.
Yeah, that's true. He wants to see one tower. Forward Spirit's alacrity. This tower falls pretty quickly, even without him not needing to be there. Good glyph, though. DDZ is back at the base. That was really cool. The Stifling Dagger followed up the creeps as they were tornadoed in the air. It was pretty nifty. And there's that tower gone, so some extra map control going their way. Gem now picked up for the Earth Spirit. This is what I was talking about previously.
Oh, man. This is, like, the annoying part of playing against Slark, though. Like, they just had such little vision over that. This ward's surviving a pretty long time because Slark hasn't been here, but he's just pinging out all of these wards. And so everyone that gets dropped just gets dewarded immediately by the Radiant supports. There is no TA trap in Roach, but he's 2 minutes to get it up.
Yeah. Throw that bad boy in there. This is getting a little dicey. Well, just interesting. I don't know if dicey is the right word. Tornado. Good blink away. I didn't even see him. I thought he was dead, but now AU is able to move out in time.
Rules is in there, though. Do they not have a gem? Sentry's down, but he walks past.
they going to find him? They will find him. Yeah, they see him jump in. BKB comes out. Uh-oh, Mosin's in trouble. They're going to probably just leave him. That BKB going in.
Yeah, they can't afford to RP just him.
They need to leave. Ice Wall might cover their retreat and should. Sunstrike coming out. Almost to Siege. They actually are getting chased so hard. Good rolling a boulder away to get away from the ice shards. Jules is looking for that pounce. Blink away from MTR if need be. Uh-oh, Felix is stuck. Can he get out? Jump in duel. Good tornado. Can they fight this? EMP coming out as well. Deafening blast. Stifling dagger. They blow away the Legion, and now it's time to leave. Lance gets snowballed up. Now turning his attention over to AU. They need to get to the high ground, and the golem gets out, but again, it's on the high ground. Here comes Ben. Skewer away. They'll lose MTR. They lose Lance as well. Man, even with that dive, it works out. They'll have to buy back in the T. Or oh, luckily there's no creep wave.
Yeah, there's no creeps.
There's no creep wave. Wow.
They might not need to buy back. I don't think
so. I don't think so. Do they have a glyph?
No, they just used it, I think.
No, they have it. They have it.
No, they do. Okay, good. I was gonna say that would have been a. I thought I saw. Oh, that was the TA's gold. That's what it was from her BKB.
Yep.
So good. Well, that's quite the saving grace. So relatively, almost even trade. I'd say probably favored rating a bit more, just because it's 2 cores for 1, but they're ahead by enough that there's definitely some kickback happening. And getting aggressive from DDZ.
Yeah, he's going in deep.
There is no gem, though. Jeez, AU almost blinked on top.
Yeah, there was a...
Oh, this is a great find. Way in the back.
See you later.
Warlock. Just wants a little bit of fire,
Damn, that
man.
definitely blasts like a punch to the face, man. Oh, is he leaving? AU does get out. His blink is in time.
Man, if he can get to 25, though...
The tornado cooldown?
Yeah, tornado cooldown or the deafening blast. Either one is going to be very valuable this game. I would probably prefer the tornado just because of the duel. I feel like it's a little bit better.
All right, well, Lance is respawned,
target.
by the way. He's working at his Abyssal next. Lance is slowed down significantly after that Basher. It's Abyssal,
yeah,
though.
there's definitely no question the Manta's not going to help you farm very fast.
Yeah, these BKBs are very, very good for Area Happy Feet. Having both them on him and the Slark, on Ben and the Slark. I don't know, this game feels like they were doing really well for HighGround at one point, but they just don't have enough to deal with BKB heroes. You know what I mean?
It's going to be very tough.
Lance just needs more farm.
You know, 1 down, 9 to go in terms of seconds. For
yeah. Someday it'll get there in like 60 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, I can say we have an officially scheduled next semifinal.
I saw it too. I wasn't going to say, but I'm glad you brought it up.
Tomorrow at 1800 SGT?
Yep, tomorrow 1800 SGT, which of course is 6 a.m. Eastern Time if you're here in America. Also, that is 12 noon CEST if you live in Europe. That's tomorrow. So keep everybody informed. All right, man. We might be waiting a bit in the next Roche, which is actually up in a minute. I mean, can you really afford to give this away? Because it's cheese this time, I think, for Happy Feet. I feel like HighGround need to do something here. Yeah, they're going to smoke up.
Yeah, they don't really have a choice.
They need to do it.
They cannot afford to give this one.
MTR, don't leave, buddy. Where are you going? Don't buy your Shadow Blade. What is he doing? Selling?
Something? BKBs and
all right, he just gets his full Shadow. Damn, dude. MTR just buys up full Shadow Blade. He's like, I don't care. It's time to go.
They need to win this fight.
They really do. They really, really do. Are they going to smoke up? Yes, they will. All right, Ben
no Radiant Vision here.
Walking forward. And they might just go right at him. Shadowblade comes out. Ben running away. Waiting for the rest of his team. RP is there. Sunstrike, can they blow this up? He pops the BKB. It is not enough. Abyssal comes through. I don't think they can kill this man. It's just that it wasn't in time. He had the refraction up. BKB is down at least, but so is RP.
God damn. How? That's crazy. That's the whole team.
They just don't have enough to blow refraction.
+3 refractions, man.
It's insane. Is he level 25? He is. Yeah, that's pretty impossible. And they're going to lose Roshan because of it. Man, that is rough for HighGround. Maybe we won't be talking about that Dark Pact. Doesn't look like it might not matter. There's a way to go for HighGround here, especially with this this Aegis now out and this cheese too. Did the Slark pick up the cheese? He absolutely did, and building into MKB on top of it.
Lance's glory days might soon be over, guys.
I think so, yeah.
Between the Bloodthorn and that MKB.
They really shut DDZ down. Those BKBs just owned him. DDZ's like, I want to get a solo kill, but again, BKB's back up in 8, so I don't think he can. Maybe trying to cancel a TP or something. Yes! Oh, perfect from DDZ. It's time to fight now. They get the boulder smash off, and now he's just got to run. Yeah, I thought they would go for it, but... All right, it might not even matter. Maybe he didn't even know that he canceled the TP. Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, that did not matter as much as I thought it was going to. They do find the skewer. In fact, they get the silence off. Abyssal's there, and that's the Aegis. Can they kill him a second time? He should have pounce. Orchid comes out. Ben jumping in. The shrine is there. Abyssal comes through. Can they bring this man down? The refraction is back up and ready. The charges are up. BKB's going to be down in a moment. If DDZ can get back in, can do perfectly. They force him down to the low ground. Rolling Boulder and Felix trying to jump and fight. Ben gets forced to the side. And no Aegis. And again, Cheese is ready. But okay. They hold, Trent. They do hold. I guess if you can call it that. Oh, look at this smoke. No, it's not even a smoke. It's MTR just walking out. Can they find Jules? Sentry is there. Jules going to get jumped on. There's the RP. Can they bring him down? The goal to counter initiate. The BKB, they will lose one at his lance. And next will be Mosin. It's just not, they needed DDZ there. And I think that will be game. Man, what a turnaround fight from Happy Feet. And that early lead that they get with Ben is enough to secure the game. Despite DDZ and all of his plays, MTR finding a couple of RPs. This should be it. Happy Feet should be moving on here. Although it is only 46 seconds, and we'll see if DDZ can do enough. Meatball comes out. Melt Strike not doing enough damage. They might just lose one set of racks here.
I don't know. They kill towers so fast.
And that is true. Damn, yeah, they do. Okay, they're going to definitely get all kind of buildings then.
They're holding in, though.
Yeah, I don't know. This is dangerous. Without Lance for 26 seconds, without MTR for 23 seconds, it seems like this is at least 2 sets. I don't know if they go for the third. It looks like that's not the case. Yeah. Man, Lance just needed to find more farm, man. Tornado, they'll find Ben, but again, he does have a refraction cold snap to come out. He's fine. And he also has a moonshard, by the way. Rough stuff, Trent.
Yeah. Quick double Raxon, but yeah, Invoker and Power, they can certainly hold. But this game's already very difficult. 2 racks makes it even more so. Almost a 30k net worth of lead. And we need to find one of those wombo combos like we had down near the offlane tier 1.
That was the great fight they needed for HighGround. And just unfortunately, instead of pushing the pace, Happy Feet decided they were going to sit back, farm up their BKBs. And when that happened, DDZ, he didn't become useless, but he did not have the impact that he really wanted. Jesse Vash might be dead.
Vash, yeah, he's got a gem too.
Oh, that was awkward.
Look at this guy. Hello.
Force away, and you are dead. Yash coming in, though, looking for a duel. He doesn't want to take the gem, apparently. BKB coming out.
Back in the base, Lance.
Yeah, Lance. Jules was the one that BKB'd. Ben coming in now, too. Good blink away from DDZ. I don't know. They just use BKB. This is probably the best chance you have at fighting. They also don't have AU. He's, like, back at the shrine, so. But, again, HighGround don't capitalize on that. And that's something that I think they could have done better. You know, after that team wipe bottom where they killed all 5 heroes, I feel like they could have gotten a lot more out of the game. But I feel like they made a couple of mismanagements in terms of movement and mobility. But it's still very difficult. I mean, there's not much they could have done differently.
Both teams thinking the other took this gem.
Really?
So it's still just down there. Yeah. I thought maybe the Dire would send a courier, but they were probably too worried about getting picked.
I don't even know if he saw it. I think he just wanted to get that kill.
Oh, he'll see it now.
Did he get it?
Look at that.
Hey, I'll take that. Put his Aghanim Scepter away real quick. Just TP out. He has a Hex now, but again, it might be too little too late. You know, and that's an item they desperately needed earlier. I almost think that he could have just waited on the Octarine Core and got the Hex, and that way they could have found a fight.
Octarine Core is so important for the Tornado thing, though.
It is. You're right. You're absolutely right. But there's so many ifs and ands and buts and all that stuff, and in this game, it's hard to determine what's the right course of action, especially from my perspective when, let's be honest, nobody should be listening to me. I promise I'm a good Dota 2 player, guys.
Got him.
All right, well, Jules will walk up. The Ice Wall is there.
They're not holding... Oh, no, they're holding the gem on the Magnus. That's who's holding it, so... AoE, not very big. So it's pretty safe for Jules to make some of those cheekier plays. I mean, maybe when the tower's gone, he can be that aggressive. But
do you think Rapier is the choice you would go for? Oh, Jules getting caught. Cold snap. BKB will go. Abyssal Blade comes out. It's the Shadow Dance that comes through. Lance pops his Mantis Style. The Duel will come through. Lance can't afford to die. RP comes out, but he kills himself on the Blade Mill, unfortunately. He'll have to buy back. Already another hero dead. It's Mosin. Felix trying to get away. They are pretty deep at this point. AU's dead. Ben might be next. He pops his own BKB. MTR, he's going to get silenced. Step, he'll fall. He's going to have to buy back as well. Tier 3 tower going to go down. Can they get the racks is the question. DDZ jumping in. EMP is there. There's the Hurricane Pike. And good Yules to keep him alive, though. The Hex is up. Doesn't matter. Yules, is he going to get out? Or Jules, rather. He is able to use his Shadow Dance, and now can they bring Ben down? The Sunstrike, the Abyssal. This is a huge kill. They need it desperately. The Refraction comes out in time. It's still not enough. They will lose the range racks. Tornado will come through. Jules will sidestep it. Ghostwalk is up. Dust will come through. It'll find Jules. Dark Pact is there. He'll turn onto Felix and gets the kill. He gets press the attack out of the Hex. And Jules still not enough to keep him alive. DDZ turning his attention to Yaj now. Sunstrike to come out, but it's a little too early, and DDZ still chasing. Do they have the detection? Great blink from Yaj to get out in time. It costs so much to go for this fight.
Still going.
Yaj is going to juke him to the north. They know that he's there, but they cannot follow him as quickly. Look at this juke. Does not quite work. Or does it? Sunstrike went to the north. It wasn't there, so they did not know which way he went. So they do get the kill on Ben. They do get the kill on Jules, but as I had mentioned, they have to buy back, and they will lose their range racks on top of it. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever seen a Walrus kick kill, I will say.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
He clutched it out on Mosin with the kick, so congratulations, AU.
For being the first person in history. No.
Can he kick this creep for me, please? Oh, I need the satisfaction of this kick. It's quite the parabola, you know, that you get. It just like flies through the air. It looks great.
Yeah, it is pretty cool looking. All right, Bloodthorn now up for the Invoker. There's some work to be done here for him.
How many buybacks? That was 2 buybacks, I think. Yeah, the PA and the Magnus. That last engagement, so 1 racks remaining. It's the melee at least, so they do regen and it helps that lane top, but it is it's dangerous game.
Oh. All right. Did not see that coming.
EDZ. Bloodthorn Hex, who would have thought?
Yeah, pretty good. Ben is being scouted by Mosin. They have a gem. Nope.
They do not.
Ben, Abyssal comes out. They need a freezing field. Nope, it's too late.
That's actually insane.
BKB does come in immediately. They jump in RP, but Dark Pact is there in time. Can they bring down Yash? He's getting crushed up. Blade Mill's not there in time, but they will lose MTR and Mosin as well, and it's time to leave. AU's forced to buy back. Here's the side trap. Good Tornado. BKBs are now down, so you need to be a bit more careful here for the Radiant team. All right, they get a nice little pick there. They lose 2, but I think at this point it's almost worth it. It is actually in terms of the numbers, which is insane. However, if they lose anybody else, it's problematic. Good Ice Shards, Tornado come out. DDZ still getting chased down. They might just dive the base, honestly, to get these kills. We'll see.
Well,
Rax,
the building.
Mega's probably going to happen. Felix, the Hex is up. Can they bring down? No, he gets forced away again. That was their best chance. Tornado will come out. The Glyph is there, but Rax will be taken almost certainly. Definitely Blast, and Abyssal comes again, but it's just not enough. Walrus kick back, and Rax is going to be done.
Look at that slow. Oh,
yeah, that's pretty great. Ben pops his BKB. It's back up. It's Mega's. The tough part is now finishing the game for Happy Feet. Again, they do have Empower, so there are ways to hold. You know, DDZ as well in the Invoker. Needs to be careful. He is Ghost walked up. This is so dangerous. But they're going to back instead. Roche is here, and it's time again for an Aegis.
Oh, at least they're going right to the end.
Yep. By the way, guys, this is a game with Mega Creeps. Just want to point that out there, Trent. I know all you bettors out there. Trust me. They get creeps more than 50%. It's a thing. All right, man. I don't know. You're going to have a massive RP or fight or something here from HighGround. I just don't see it happening. But they'll fight to the bitter end, as you had mentioned. Good luck. HighGround. You're going to need it. One more engagement. Let's see what they got him. All right. They're going to split push mid and top. Ben will jump in and actually just kill Mosin immediately. I don't think they want to fight the Aegis up. Meanwhile, they will get the duel off. The Blade Mill's there. The RP will come through the Meatball. They drop the Golem as well, and it might be enough for Happy Feet to win this game. Good Deafening Blast. Yaz is getting low, but Jules and Ben have no signs of stopping. DDC and Lance both going to get brought down. At least Lance will, and him dead 100 seconds means this game is over. Good game. HighGround very close to coming back with some of these team fights, Trent, but Happy Feet are moving on to the grand finals of Kappa Season 4.
Yeah, very well played. They were the expected winners again. I think the odds were something like 70-30-ish going around for most people. So they lost game 1. Game 2 was a little bit closer. But game 3, they just kind of held it the whole way through. Couple, I don't know, drop-offs in terms of the whole momentum thing. But Happy Feet seems relatively in control. Never really a threat into their own base or anything like that. So well played. Deserved victory here for them. I think DDZ especially played very well today. Sadly for HighGround, but not able to clutch it on out there. 13-1-6 he ends the last game with in a loss, so tough. But in terms of our victors, like Jesse Vash, good game with the Warlock this time. Ben, AU, rough Knicks game to start last game, but cleaned up at the end. And then this game on the Tusk too, he played very, very well. So good stuff from them today. Looking forward to seeing them in the final. And as well, though, HighGround in that third place decider. At least they also still have a series where we get to watch them again.
Yeah, that's very true. It's not the last we'll see of them. But again, Happy Feet into the final, playing up against either Execration or Warriors Gaming Unity, which, by the way, is tomorrow. That's our second semifinal. So it is going to be Execration versus Warriors Gaming Unity at about, I believe, let's see, 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. Eastern Time, Eastern Standard Time, which is, of course, 6 p.m. SGT. So definitely check that out. If you've enjoyed the cast, guys, make sure you check us out on Twitter for moonducktv, which is at moonducktv, myself, which is, of course, at MottDota, and Trent you can find over at TrentPax on Twitter. So check that out. Make sure you guys give us a follow here on moonducktv for Twitch. And if you missed any of the games today, the VODs will be uploading as soon as we get done here, as soon as the stream is off. So make sure you guys stick around for those. It's the moonducktv YouTube channel, which you can just search moonducktv in YouTube, and you'll be able to find it pretty easily. With that said, we are all done for today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we will see you tomorrow for more Kappa.